What is up, everyone? It's Beef Nectar. Let's talk about Muck. I came across this game last night on a random stroll through Steam. I saw it had overwhelmingly positive reviews. It was like 3 gigabytes. It was free to play. It was roguelike, RPG, survival, crafting, building. I was in. The graphics were a solid 4. It fit what they were going for. It felt fun, slightly vibrant, a little Minecrafty, but it just it more pulled you into the world, showing you that it didn't really take itself seriously. Then you play the game, and this shit happens. I would probably rate the gameplay around a 2.5. When you change a keybind on the screen, the text remains the same. So even though I changed the keybind to mouse 5, it'll remain on screen as E, so it won't change. So sometimes you'll see that and accidentally click the E button. It could really hurt you in certain times. Especially because the day and night cycle is so fucking short. Gameplay would definitely be a 2.5 for me. As far as the controls go, I would probably rate the controls around a 2.5 again. I mean, you can if you have a standard gaming mouse, with the two buttons on the side, you can literally pretty much map the whole game to your mouse. That's pretty much what I did, except for the map button. I kept the map as M, but everything else, and of course WASD were walk. I could never find the way to craft a sword. The only thing I could really craft was the axe. I believe I made it to uh, day 6. After about 15, 20 games, made it to like day 6. But even then, it was a challenge, and I was consistently running around. I really wasn't able to get my bearings. So playing solo is insane. It's not really fun when you're just getting swarmed all the time and killed. I mean, it's just you're trying to click up the UI, get your healing potions, and bring them, and then you got to bring them to your hotkeys because you can only interact with things on your hotkeys. So you can't heal from your bag. You have to bring the mushroom. Usually it's a mushroom. Most of the time it's gonna be a mushroom or an apple. Let's be real here. You're gonna have to open your bag. You're gonna have to drag it while you're running from enemies. Drag it from your bag and continue what you're doing while you're being attacked from behind. I mean, it's really clunky. That really needs to get fixed. As far as the story goes, I would give it a 1, if at all a 1. I was so busy just trying to survive, I couldn't find one. As far as an RPG goes, I don't agree. This is one, but I mean the term RPG is just thrown around loosely these days. It's not even like a lot of games claim and call RPGs, and I played a lot of games that claimed and said they were RPGs and just weren't. They were boring. They were bad. They just weren't. There was no real story to them. There was no real RPG element. But they throw RPG in there because they can get the RPG crowd, and RPGs are pretty popular nowadays. Or, they've had an ever-growing market. I'd say the standard RPG is as stagnated. I mean, I haven't really, as far as RPG goes, yeah, we've had a few good ones. But the genre as a whole, to be honest, I think most games right now have stagnated. I mean, nobody's really taking the chance. Everybody's really afraid to kind of explore the unknown, and the only person who did was Hideo Kojima with his Death Stranding. That was a crazy original game. Never played it. Not my cup of tea, but still, I respect him for what he did. That was ingenuity. He had the guts and he had the balls to take that step, and not a lot of people are doing that, and that's just a bit unfortunate. The very last thing I rate a game by is fun. So the last category, I usually have 5 grading categories: graphics, gameplay, controls, story, and fun. I say fun because I want to have fun when I'm playing a game. I want to enjoy the game. If I don't find the game fun, or if I don't have any enjoyment in the game, and I'm just always pissed off at the game or aggravating or raging at the game, I don't see a future in the game. So because it was more stressful and frustrating than it was fun, especially playing solo, it's just I couldn't get past how fast the day and night cycle was. I really couldn't get past how fast that day and night cycle was. It was just ridiculous, man. You could not really do anything, and you could guys say, hey, get good, get good. But you know, I think I'm relatively pretty decent at video games. It is what it is. Overall, I'm gonna give Muck a 2.5 out of 5, and that's just my thoughts on it. Beef Nectar out. Stay greasy, y'all.